My ballroom dance teacher once looked at me right before a competition and said, "Get over yourself." And I've never forgotten it. At the time, I thought it was harsh. Now, I think it was one of the best pieces of performance advice I ever received. I was a ballroom dance instructor in the 90s, and one of my teachers was named Sonny Williamson. Sonny was not soft. Sonny was elegant, powerful, matter of fact, and completely impossible to intimidate. Some people called her the Dragon Lady. I never did, but I could see how they thought that. She could command a room without raising her voice, and she just had some old school authority that walked in before she did. And she knew dance. I had to learn both parts, the male and the female's part, the follow and the lead. I loved it. I loved the music. I loved the floor, the posture, the dresses, the discipline, the way every dance has its own personality. I felt natural there. But when it came time for competition, my nerves would start to creep in. One day before a big competition, I was nervous, like really nervous. I remember telling Sonny I didn't feel good. I was doubting myself, and I rarely expressed my emotions to her. But this time I did, because I thought she would comfort me. But what she said was, she didn't say, "You're wonderful. It's okay. You've worked hard for this." She looked at me very calmly and said, "Rebecca, you've got to get over yourself." And I just sat there like, "What?" And she said, "Nobody cares how nervous you are. Nobody came here to watch your nerves. They came to see you perform. So get out there and perform. Sell it or go home." And at the time, I thought, well, that's kind of cruel. But she was cutting through fog, because Sonny had also taught me something else. All those hours in dance class, she always taught me to put my best foot forward. And that was one of her rules in dance, but also in life. You step onto the floor and you give what you have. You don't hold back. You don't apologize for taking up space. You don't make your fear the center of the room, and you put your best foot forward. And then you dance. Now, Sonny knew something about performance. She once told me she had taught Patrick Swayze and his brother how to partner dance when they were young boys. She and Patrick's mom were friends, and her mother, his mother, Patrick's mother, was a ballerina, and Sonny was a competitive ballroom dancer. So they traded what they knew. Patrick's mom taught Sonny more of that beautiful ballet grace, the arms, the hand movements, the poise, and Sonny taught the boys partner dancing. So when I tell you Sonny understood what it meant to perform, I mean she understood it from the bones up. And all these years later, I can still hear her voice. "Rebecca, get over yourself and put your best foot forward. Sell it or go home." Not because you are not allowed to be afraid, not because your feelings don't matter or they're not real, but because your fear does not get to be the star of the show. The audience doesn't need your insecurity. They need your presence. They need the dance. They need you to stop shrinking and deliver what you train to give. Sometimes putting your best foot forward means you stop waiting to feel confident first. You step onto the floor nervous. You lift your chin nervous. You begin a little nervous. And then somewhere between that first step and the music, your body will remember, "I know how to do this." So yes, experience fear if you must, but don't hand fear the microphone. Put your best foot forward and dance.